You sure I can't give you a hand with some of that?
No, we're in good shape.
No, once Stan gets the lights out, it's really no problem at all. And this thing, it's nothing to carry.
Nothing. Stuff weighs a ton. Oh, listen, I hope Stan found his way back here with your car.
Oh, no, he's probably right out front now. I'm the one who gets lost down here in the village. Mary, thank you for letting us barge in.
Oh, you didn't. Kids went through the cake and presents so fast, I didn't know what else to offer them, other than baths. You were the perfect entertainment.
Oh, they were perfect. The kid in the overalls kept putting his head on your knee. It's priceless.
Yeah, I certainly was surrounded, wasn't I? Look, it'll be great exposure, not only for me, but for the child health care. Thank you.
Sure. Jack, so long.
Hey, nice meeting you.
Same here. Mrs. Ryan, you have a great family.
Ah, thanks. Stop by, Ryan, sometime. Meet the rest of the clan. My husband. He's sorry, he missed it. So come by anytime you're on the west side.
Okay, that's a deal.
Okay.
Goodbye there.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye, Liz.
Yes, goodbye.
Okay, let's go. Bye-bye. Thanks again.
Thank you very much for having me.
Go on,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, this has been, without a doubt, the most exciting first birthday party ever. And I've been to more than a few.
Oh, yes, and the most exhausting.
Yeah, well, Ma, I'll tell you what, I'll give you some coffee.
All right, love.
Don't you move for an hour.
Yes.
Then let them feed you dinner.
Okay.
And I will deliver little John to his grandpa. You take the rest of the evening off. And Frank, you go to the meeting or whatever it is you have to do.
Yeah, it's a meeting. You don't mind now, do you?
Oh, are you kidding? Little John is my favorite little person. And besides, we haven't had a talk in a long time, have we?
No.
Come on, let's get your sweater.
Oh, here's candy for him to take home.
Okay.
And cake for Doc.
That's right. We'll cover that with a napkin,
And
love.
his hat.
Okay.
His hat. And his whistle.
Napkins there. That's right.
You know, Ryan doesn't even know how to use these things. Mary got them for herself.
Of
I'm
course.
very interested in your views on child health
We
care.
don't want that anymore.
It's a crime the way kids' needs are neglected.
Well, I hope that's exactly what comes across on this interview.
I'll be watching it tonight. And would you happen to have a spare campaign button?
I would.
Young ladies.
Okay.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah, do you like that? Sitting like that.
Thank you. It was lovely.
Thank you. I know it wasn't easy.
I bet I've seen you sit that way.
Listen, I just wish Jill could have been with us. And Edmund.
We'll talk soon, okay?
Okay.
Thanks again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, Faith.
See you.
Bye, John.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you did good, Franco, good.
Yeah, I can't believe how well it went. 5 kids and not one of them cried.
I loved it. When little John was standing next to you and Ryan was in your lap.
I missed Edmund, though. Really wanted them here. In fact, I don't understand why they couldn't come.
Boring. Painter.
Absolutely free with a slap job. When you call, ask about our foldable cutting. 10212. Call now.
I think it's fairly obvious why Jill and Edmund couldn't come. What is it that you don't understand?
Well, in the first place, I don't understand how Ryan's birthday party got turned into a media event.
Well, that's not fair. Ray Woodard okayed it with you.
Oh, come on. I'm running to work and she pops this question on me. What am I supposed to say?
No.
I think that was for you to say.
I think you're looking for an argument.
I don't like what you did, Frank. Do you want me to keep quiet like the good little sister?
That's not a bad idea.
All right, you two. I've been sitting here telling myself to keep my mouth shut, but that's for that fine idea. Now, you're tired and you're wound up, and if you're not careful, you're going to say a couple of things that you're going to regret. And the same here goes for you, even though I admire the restraint you've used so far. But this is getting sarcastic, and it's going to turn
Listen,
into
Ma. It feels to me as if he decided that his friends were important enough to cancel out mine. And I don't go along with that. Now, can we discuss it or not? I mean, are we allowed?
Take it easy, Mary.
Would you stop treating me like I'm the one-year-old around here? Ma, I'm sorry if I sounded obnoxious, but you know what I mean.
I do, dear. We all missed Jill and little Edmund.
How about some wine? Jumbo dropped off 2 gallons yesterday, homemade.
Good idea.
What about you, Frank?
No, I ought to get going. Thanks.
Don't. I was putting you on the defensive, and you hate it, and I don't blame you. I'll stop.
Believe it or not, Mary, there's nothing I would have liked more in this world than to have introduced Jill as my wife and Edmund as my son, coast to coast.
I know that.
But there is no way that I could have introduced her as my lover and my illegitimate son. Don't you see that? What would you have liked me to have done? Ask Jill to come and then leave before Arno got here? Or maybe keep her in the background or back in Ryan's room? She doesn't like slinking around, and I don't blame her. Now, she preferred to avoid the whole situation.
Isn't that what you preferred, too?
Yes, it would have been one hell of a risk for me. Bob thought so.
And Ray Woodard.
And Ray, and you did too, Mary. Now, I laid out the whole situation for you this afternoon on the phone.
Yes, you did. And I wish now that I had asked you to call off Dan Arno and let us have our party.
It was a political choice. It wasn't pleasant for me either.
It was a wrong choice.
Lay off. Fortunately, Jill doesn't agree with you.
She understands?
Maybe because she doesn't expect me to be perfect.
Anybody home?
What?
Just checking.
Oh, no, I see 2 brilliant moves, but they're too scary.
Since when does that bother you?
Oh, well, even us aggressive players, you know, we get paralyzed sometimes.
Would you like to take a break?
Yeah, I would love it. But when we come back, I murder you.
Well, listen, you're certainly welcome to try. I'm in no hurry.
Good.
I'm curious, but I'm in no hurry.
Oh.
I assume that the candidate won't be home until the wee hours of the morning?
Yeah, it's a busy night.
What's he up to? That's a sensitive question.
It is a question, and you and I do not discuss Frank. All right. He had a TV interview, a club meeting, and Ryan's birthday party. Satisfy your curiosity?
Ryan's birthday party?
Yeah, she's a year old today.
Well, I would have thought that you and Edmund would have been invited to that.
Yeah, well, of course we were. But there's a lot of press coverage, and it would have been a hassle. Refill?
Yeah, sure.
I do not expect you to be perfect. I did for a long time. But fortunately, I've taken you off that pedestal, and it was the best thing that ever happened because I love you even more as a human being than as a saint. But Frank, human beings make mistakes. And I honestly believe that you made a big one today.
Well, you certainly have a right to your opinion.
Oh, thanks. I've always adored that frosty tone.
Well, what the hell do you expect from me?
I want to know why you didn't choose Jill over ABC News.
Well, I think that I'm going to take Ryan inside, and we're going to get into our pajamas. That's what we're going to do. Yeah.
There's some clean stuff on our changing table.
Yes, all right. We won't be a minute. You can take that for me.
Look.
Don't be scared.
I have only between now and November to make it to the Senate. For the next 5 months, the campaign is what comes first. Good publicity comes first. Recognition is where I am weakest. So if I can get a spot on the late news, which will let thousands and thousands of people know who Frank Ryan is and what he stands for, then I want that spot. And if I can stretch it from 2 minutes to 5, I will. And why I should bother justifying that to my own sister is beyond me.
Out of guilt?
I'm taking you for a walk around the block.
Never mind. Tell Ma I said goodnight.
Oh, here I am, Francis. We'll have another little party at Brian's next week. Ask Jill which day would be best.
I will.
Thanks for the brush and comb set. So beautiful, I hesitate to let Ryan near it.
Hey, I want to see her teeth marks in that. I'm glad I just got it monogrammed in time.
It is lovely. Thank you.
Sure.
Frank, I don't want to fight. It's just that Jill is so much more important to you than the Senate.
Mary, I think I can keep my priorities straight.
I wish I could agree.
Well, fortunately, Jill does. And she is the only one who has to.
She does not.
How come you know so much?
Had a long talk with Jill yesterday.
That gives you the right to come down on Frank after everybody's come and gone? There's nothing he can do to fix it?
It's not too late for him to fix things with Jill. At least I hope it isn't. Ma, I don't care what kind of front she puts up. She has to feel awful.
Mary.
Now, if he keeps shutting her out like this, he's going to lose her.
Darling, you never know what's going on between two people. Besides, you can't expect Frank to organize his life around your lights.
Just tell me, am I right?
Ask me if you're tactful. I can give you an answer to that one.
Frank is surrounded by tactful people. What he needs is somebody who'll tell him the truth.
Hey, you gotta call Jill. Don't. You told enough truth for one day.
All right, all right. But I can still ask her and Edmund to come down for what's left of the birthday cake. Might help a little.
Hello?
Jill?
Mayor?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to call you a little later on. How did it go?
Oh, fine, fine, but we missed you guys.
Yeah, it was a big disappointment all around. Did the news people get there?
Oh, yes, yes. They seemed real happy. Look, Frank's gone off to his meeting, but Ma's still here. Why don't you and Edmund hop in a cab and come on down, huh? Spaghetti, wine, birthday cake?
Oh, well, that's really sweet of you, but not tonight. I just don't have the energy. How about a rain check, huh?
Sure, sure. It's probably best for you to get a good night's sleep anyway. Listen, take care, okay?
Yeah, you too. Oh, and don't forget, I've got a present for Ryan. Thanks, Mayor.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
I don't suppose you want to talk about that?
No, you're right. And, oh, now that you've got this tunnel out, you know he's going to want to play in there. Otherwise, he'll never go to sleep.
Well, how'd she sound?
Sad. I'll go finish up with Ryan.
Well, I hate to see Mary and Frank on the outs, but I've got to admit this time around she's right.
Call 800-656-HOPE.
Hello?
In the living room.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
You were late.
Oh, sorry. You got my note. I smelled that chicken before I opened the door.
Well, I just followed the instructions out of the refrigerator into the oven. That was half an hour ago.
Oh, well, Another half hour. I'll make a salad.
No, tell me all about the party.
It was so much fun. Ryan looked adorable, just precious. And Mary, I think she was excited as she was in her own 10th birthday when she got a shiny new bicycle and went tearing through the living room, down the hall, and down the back stairs. Jack hadn't heard about that one.
You filled him in, huh?
Well, of course I did, along with the 4 mothers of Ryan's pals. Oh, Tom, 5 round little 1-year-olds. Oh, and little John. I was in 7th heaven.
Did you cuddle them all?
Oh, endlessly. Oh, one little one had a cough, and I wanted so desperately just to check his throat and listen to his chest, but I refrained.
Strong girl. Then what?
Oh, presents and cake all over the floor. Oh, and Frank had a news team come in and interview him about his child health plan.
Oh, that was a perfect setting. Was that Mrs. Woodard's idea?
I don't know. I didn't ask. But it meant that Jill and Edmund couldn't be there. This is really hard on her right now. Maybe I'll go by and see her in the morning. Johnny missed it, too. But I had a nice visit with him when I dropped little John off. We sat in the kitchen and drank tea and played pickup sticks. That's really why I'm late.
Pickup sticks?
Yeah, you know, like long toothpicks. You dump them all over and you try to pick up each one without moving the others. Little John's kind of young for that, but I think he liked watching me, especially when I'd make a mistake. If I'd barely budge another one, he would howl. He's so cute. Of course, then I'd crack up and wreck the whole thing. I'm a freak for those kind of things.
Well, I'll have to get you some of your own.
Oh, no, they have to belong to a kid.
Well, then I'll get you a kid.
You better smile when you say that.
But I'm serious.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Tom, don't. We can't.
Why not?
Because I don't want to get pregnant right now. We don't have to take chances, and it bothers me that we did at the beach house. And I plan to be careful from now on. Don't tell me you're mad.
All right, I won't tell you.
Tom, how can you even think in terms of children right now?
Because we both love them, and I love you.
The children are for people who know they'll stay married for a long time.
I'll have a look at the chicken.
No, wait. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Tom, please don't want a family right now. Please don't start hoping
Oh,
because...
Faith, I can't control my hopes. I mean, you come in here tonight delighted with 1-year-olds and 3-year-olds and kids' games, and I'm so happy to see you, and we have this wonderful feeling about children. Until it comes to our own, and then you become very, very careful. All right, be careful, but for God's sakes, don't expect me to find it pleasant.
We have an agreement. And you've said over and over again that you would stick by it.
I will.
Well, not like that. Not gritting your teeth. Tom, even if I was absolutely sure we belonged together, I still wouldn't be thinking about having a child now. I'm still thinking in terms of honeymoon.
Oh, Faith, don't patronize me.
Tom, I'm not.
Well, whatever the hell you're doing, handling me, laughing at me, just stop it.
Tom, I am just trying to be honest with you.
Well, I suggest we drop this whole subject. Let me go and see about dinner.
No, I don't want to drop it. If we can't say what we're feeling, pretty soon there's going to be more anger than love between us.
Yes, and you're going to ask me for a divorce, and I'll gladly give it to you.
Oh, come on. All this because I don't want to get pregnant?
Faith, we're not going to pursue this any further. Everything is fine. I'll be in the kitchen.
Gifts without.
And in the morning, we wake up and we go catch a fish, see? Yeah, no, a fish. No. No oatmeal, no pancakes, no eggs. Fishy. We catch them and we fry them.
No, don't tell him that. He loves oatmeal.
Fishy and oatmeal. Okay, just oatmeal then if that's what you want. We cook it in a big pot over a big fire, and then we taste it. Nummy, nummy, nummy. Here, you try some. Huh? Good?
Oh, yummy, yummy. Listen, would you please not get him started on another day?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sleepy time. Everybody's tired.
Now, you really think that's going to work on him?
Will you hold your horses? Okay. Listen, pal, you go get your blankie and your bear, huh? And you go sound asleep, because Mommy is going to sing you a lullaby.
No, Mommy is going to wind up the music
Going to wind
box.
up a music box. And if you're not happy with that situation, I would gladly trade places with you. Can we have another 5 minutes?
Oh, no. He's going to get tired, then he's going to get sad, and then we'll get sad because we won't be able to complete our chess game.
Well,
What?
I thought maybe you wanted to give up.
Are you kidding? I said I'd murder you, and I will.
He's terrific. Yes, yeah. Whatever you're doing for him, it just works great.
I'm just loving him a lot and hoping. Huh?
I know the formula. All right, listen now. Time for you to go to sleep. Well, I'll see you again.
Yeah, he'd like that.
Oh, now that is the best news I've had in months.
Well, everybody needs friends, and Edmund is no exception. Are you? Kiss and a good night.
Good night, honey pie.
Say night, night. Happy dreams. What you bitching about?
Well, hello, Senator.
Today, take a holiday from the holidays. SoapNet's bringing you a 10-hour private practice marathon. Catch the entire second season. The private practice marathon starts today at 9 a.m., and it's only on SoapNet.